Hey everyone, for today's Tuesday Tech Tip, we're going back to Alan from Phillips Precision to ask for his help. So Alan, I have these rotationally symmetric parts, which also come in a family of parts getting increasingly bigger in size. What do you have to help me fixture them?
Well, Mariano, I pulled a couple of options off the shelf for you for measuring your rings and round parts or your rotationally symmetrical parts. First off is our radial plate. Now this is one of our specialty plates, and you learned a long time ago that you can't fit round parts in square holes, so why do we measure round parts on square grid plates? So instead this is a rotationally symmetrical grid plate with a rotationally symmetrical grid pattern that start off at 30 degrees on the outside and move down to 15 degrees on the inside. So you set up your standoffs, pin rests, V-pads, anything that you want to build for a foundation for measuring your round parts can be achieved with a plate like this. Next up is our spider clamp, and this is a bit more versatile than just building off of a plate because this gives you the ability to hold out to 6 inches and you can just adjust these pins for multiple sizes, just as easy as that. We have tick marks on the side here for a point of reference, so you can make your documentation for if you got to reset it up next time or anything like that. But once this is set up, you can keep it set up, hand it off to an operator, stick it on the shelf, easily load it, unload it, back on and off your machine, and make this into a dedicated fixture. But if you do have multiple sizes, it doesn't have to be dedicated. It's just as easy as moving these pins. Now the pins are designed with potted magnets on the inside and outside here for any ferrous parts. You hold them by the inside diameter, outside diameter. We also have an O-ring slotted in here for you as well for a bit of gripping force. And this is really designed to hold your round parts that are thin, easy to manipulate, easy to crush, easy to crown. It's very common to make parts bad on the machine when you have bad fixturing or when you don't have proper fixturing. So something like this is designed to hold your parts in their most natural state so you get accurate measurements every single time. So that's another great option for you. And finally, I have the universal spring load chuck. This is one of our newest products. This will hold parts from 1/16 of an inch all the way out to 13 3/4 inches on this one single chuck. Now you just easily move your pins. They just unscrew here and you can move them out as far as you need them to be, as close as you need them to be, whatever the case may be. And you can also remove the jaws and move the jaws even further out too for an even further stroke. So depending on the size parts you have, this gives you multiple options for a huge array of sizes with the single chuck. And once it's set up, you literally have one-handed operation. One hand, load your part, boom. One hand, get it out, load your next one, boom. And if you want to swap that around, you can easily swap that around by removing your springs, getting it set up here, put the springs on the other pins, and now you're holding by the outside diameter. And you can add more springs for heavier force. You can take springs away for lighter force. Again, you set it up for your part. Once it's set up, you can hand it off to an operator. It becomes very simple, very easy. It's designed with a giant hole in the middle here, so this works perfect for your vision systems and your CMM machines. And if you have any questions on any of this stuff, give us a shout or call the guys over at WENZEL. They'd be more than happy to help you out. We can all work together to get the perfect solution for you and help you deliver perfect parts faster. Have a great one, and I appreciate you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Alan. That's a wrap on another Tuesday Tech Tip. Keep following us for more, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.